Yo world, here's what's happening in Bentown. Last week went pretty well, here is what I did. I finished plotting out the rough overarching story for the whole of Wrestling with Emotions 2, and it felt so good to finally have that down on the page. I'm really stoked about the broad overall story. Checked in with our whole gang, everyone's doing great. Everyone was pretty excited about the new trailer. Had an especially good session with Dope St. Jude, who's doing music and writing on the game. And she started creating some stuff for a new character called Irresistible Steve, which is super exciting. Can't say anything more about it, so that's that. I finished off everything that I had on my to-do list and did a couple other things last week. I animated some particles for a particle system that Andre is busy coding for NP. Bursts of these little scribbled particles. I think it's gonna look super cool. I also did a bunch of playtesting and made notes about some of the visual stuff that we can polish up, and Kirsten got started with that and her updates are looking awesome. I also started a new jam game last week for the Free Lives Physics Jam. I think we're making something really cute and weird, and yeah, I'll let you know how I get on with it. Okay, my quests for this week. I'm gonna make a pitch document for Wrestling with Emotions 2. I'm gonna be writing a new opening scene for the game. Currently the game starts off a bit slow and only really picks up momentum like after a while. Teenage Blob recently turned 1, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of promotion stuff for that. The game's currently on sale on Steam, and I'm just going to be writing a little blog about our first year of having this sweet game baby out. And lastly, I plan to just finish off this jam game that we're making. I'm excited to see how it turns out, so tune in next week to see what we land up making. Lastly, my inspiration for this week. Over the last couple months, I've continuously been super inspired by this album called Slide by George Clanton. It is an absolute gem. I really can't tell you how many hundreds of hours I've spent working on the game and listening to this album. It's so cool. I just want more of it. If you know of anything else that sounds like this, please send it my way. Okay, that's it from me for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Bye!